Hi, I'm Mike from Michael's Motor Cars, located in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and I'd like to show you a really special MGB we just purchased. Come on over and take a look at it. We, over the years, have bought and sold an awful lot of MGs, chrome bumper ones, rubber bumper ones, and just through all the different years and versions. And occasionally we come up with one that is just really outstanding in its presentation and what was done to the car and its current condition. This car, we sourced it out of Florida. We found a fellow who had this car. He had owned it for about 7 years. He had purchased it from a long-term owner prior to him. So the car has been in Florida for quite a while. It's showing about 53,000 miles on it. We believe that to be correct. However, Florida exempted the mileage, which is what Pennsylvania has to do. So it has to be sold that we don't know what the mileage is. But the way the car presents and the way the car drives, I would assume pretty safely that it's a 53,000 mile car. What's neat about it, and we will also be showing the British Heritage Certificate, it was resprayed. The whole car was redone in about 2012 and very nicely done, repainted in the original color. I'd like to show you under the hood on the car. They did a lot of the things that you want to do to a B of this vintage. They changed it to a Weber 2-barrel downdraft carburetor, changed it to a regular earlier exhaust manifold, so it does not have a catalytic converter anymore. That was a source of a lot of engine fires on these cars early on. So I think great upgrade. The engines love that. They run well with it. Relatively new alternator. But when you take the time and look at the details of this engine compartment, and this is basically how we received this car. It also has a beautiful alloy radiator. And these cars were not prone to overheating, but certainly putting this in, and it has the factory dual electric fans, it's going to run nice and cool. Awful lot of nice little touches. Stainless steel screws and hardware everywhere. Stainless steel, I love this stuff. Whoever did this car really did a fantastic job. Nice hood insulation in place, very nice and neatly done. We're posting, and please take the time to look through them, a lot of receipts on this car, the refurbishment that was done in 2012. We know they also installed a new oil cooler in the front, which you'll see from the chassis photos, and they document all the work they did on it. Replaced the clutch, all the hydraulics were done. It does have a suspension kit that was done. The front bushings were replaced, the kingpins were redone, the rear spring shackles were replaced. Everywhere on this car, when you look at it closely, it was worked on, and very high quality work, just really nicely done. It's unusual to see the level of quality done on a rubber bumper B. 3 out of 4 of the steel wheels are beautiful, nicely painted. I'll show you the right rear has a little bit of bubbling occurring in the paint. I'll show that to you. Tires are brand new. We just installed them. We also had the car inspected, safety inspection done, and we changed the oil and filter. Coming along the side of the car, the paint on the car is just gorgeous. There is one tiny chip that we had touched up, which is actually even hard to photograph or show right there. It is almost impossible to see it with the camera, but it's there. Very nice steel all the way along. The rockers are beautifully done, the correct seams everywhere. This is also one of those cars, the shut seams on the doors are just beautiful. I mean, for a British car, frankly, and an MGB, nice and straight around the curvature here. The doors open and close just beautifully. So the interior also, excellent condition. I did notice in the records they replaced the dash. It's not a dash cap. I think it's an entirely new dash. It's not just the cap on top. There's no lip or anything here. And it is in excellent condition. Leather wrapped steering wheel. It is a 4-speed car. It's not an overdrive car, so a regular 4-speed. The seats are in beautiful condition. The upholstery, all the padding is nice and fresh. Excellent condition throughout the center console, the carpeting. And everywhere you look, all the details, the buttons for the door, for the lights and everything here. There's no overspray anywhere. Just nice and neatly done. The door sills, they used the right screws holding the door sills in. It's just really outstanding work done on this car. Coming along the back of the car, we do have We'll be taking photos. The convertible top is in like new condition, meaning it's excellent. The rear windows are perfectly clear. The boot cover is still a little stiff. It's cold here in Pennsylvania. I think when it's warmed up, some nice summer days, it will fit. And we have a full tonneau cover that comes with the car. Coming along the back of the car, the lenses are beautiful. The rear bumper's excellent. The license plate lights have the MG octagon. And of course, the trunk button. Trunk is the same thing. We have a jack here in the plastic kit. We have the spare tire, which is right here. And it's excellent condition all throughout. Here we can see a little bit of overspray there. So there we have some overspray. But the trunk condition, the trunk floor, everything, very solid. Does not appear that it ever was a significantly rusty car. They do mention in one of the receipts that we'll be posting where they refurbished the body, they did some rust repair on it. It seemed relatively minor, and we see nothing underneath on the floor pans or the chassis rails or anything. Again, the trunk, same shut seams, just really nice. Over here on the floor, we have the full tonneau cover, which also is in like new condition. I don't know if it's really even been used. It's the full one, so they're kind of cool. You can unzip half of it and drive it with the other side, which is always a fun feeling. We have a full car cover that comes with it also. Along the right side of the car, same thing, very clean and straight. Stainless steel trim is excellent. We did take a photograph, I think, yeah, it's the right rear wheel. The rim has a little bit of paint bubbling. That's it, and that would be very easy to repair. That's really virtually the only flaw in the car. Door card is the same on this side. Really, I rarely use the word perfect, but this is pretty close to it. Glove box, it does come with an owner's manual, an original MG owner's manual. So if you're looking for just a really nice, it drives beautifully. It does have a suspension kit that was put on it, which included new kingpins, all new bushings, new springs. We took pictures of the springs, they're new. The car drives and handles probably better than it was new, certainly with the Weber carb and the revised suspension, it's a little better than when this car was originally brought into the States. It's just a really, really good B. So please ask us any questions you may have. We'll be happy to answer them. We'll take any additional photos. We also welcome inspections if anybody wants to come and see this car. It's really, hopefully we'll find a really nice home for this special MGB. Thanks for taking the time to look at our car.